Hey guys, so what we're doing today is we're doing a review of the Predator BK Rush Cue that just came out. I made sure that I was like first on the list if possible. Maybe I was like second or third, and then made sure that I was down there when they got delivered so I could pick it up, get this review to you guys as fast as possible. A little background about myself since I'm just starting this YouTube channel. I used to play a lot like 8 years ago, and I kind of just, life got in the way, and I'm starting to like take it more serious now and get back into it. So I recently just kind of like had to rebuy all my equipment. So it was a good opportunity for me to like purchase some cool new stuff and then give you guys like my, review of that. Like I'm not a world beater by any means, but I think, I was pretty close to maxing out in APA, did decent in BCA, and then I just joined this Napa League, which I never heard of before. And like they just auto rated me a 90 based off like somebody else's recommendation, and I think I held my own, so that gives you like a rough idea of like where I'm at right now as far as a player. But I've had the original Predator Sneaky Pete like all the way to the 314-2, tried the 314-3, like I just got the Revo shaft, and then I've been a big fan of just playing with a regular old maple shaft. I play with a Nitty Cue, which is awesome. I live right down the street from him, so that's pretty fortunate now. And that's basically just a rundown of like my equipment. And basically, I've swapped back and forth between low deflection shafts and maple shafts. I've had the BK2, I've had the BK3. When I started getting back into it, I had shoulder surgery about 5 months ago. So like I sold all my equipment because I didn't think that I'd ever, it would be years before I played again, and the recovery is going pretty good. I'm doing a lot of rehab. So I'm gonna hit the balls the best I can today, and then give you guys my opinion on it. And my opinion will be based on like the BK2 and BK3. I haven't really used that many other brake cues out there on the market. I use a Predator Air Cue for a jump cue, so I've never needed a jump brake. I don't really use phenolic tips on anything, just because like a lot of times I play with my own cue ball and I would rather just like not destroy it. We're also going to be implementing the Predator Brake Speed app, and then so that'll kind of give you a rough idea of like, what the my average brake speed is. So I'm gonna screen capture that. I'm gonna put a lot of work into this since like video is kind of what I do. So hopefully you can kind of expect a higher quality review anytime you see something from me. And then I'm gonna periodically document my process of becoming a better pool player and taking it more seriously, and not like play on a bunch of leagues and stuff like that. Just really practice and then start networking with like some of the best pool players that I know, which if I mention some names, like pool players don't really want you to mention their names, but play some pretty strong people that are pretty well known. So this is basically what I'm going to do. This is the unboxing. It comes with a cool leatherette or something case, along with a bunch of wipes. And then it comes with a microfiber towel, which I actually leave in my bag. Really helpful for wiping down the Revo shafts while you're playing, since you can't really use powder on those things. And then I also kind of leave it on the table while I'm practicing for like trying to land on the towel for position play and stuff. So it's always in the bag. The wipes, I usually leave like one in my bag because you don't really need more than one a night. And it comes with a couple stickers or patches as well. So like you can put them on your case or your shirt if you're in a tournament or something like that. You want to give free marketing, right, without being actually sponsored. So we're using a friend of mine's brake rack today. I don't know if you guys ever seen this. They still sell them. I just checked before I made this video to make sure. And these things are like around $300 to $400 depending on which model you get. But it's amazing for helping you practice your brake. You can just hit it over and over and over again, and like really just work on all kinds of different brakes. So a combination of the brake rack and that Predator app will get you pretty solid on your brake. And then I think the brake is like one of the biggest parts of the game. So that's really what I want to focus on next. And I've been waiting like a month for this thing to come out. That hurricane pushed the shipment back, so I've been scratching on the brake trying to use house cues and stuff, and it's just horrible. So let's do this review. Okay guys, so like I had to voiceover for this thing. I'm just kind of like hitting the brake rack and then getting used to this Predator app thing. I didn't really realize that the Predator app was not screen recording on my phone at this time. So it's not working perfect. That air conditioner is super loud in there, and I'm like right underneath it. Next time I'll play on a different table. So it was kind of all over the place, but I was averaging somewhere like 20 to 22 miles an hour, which isn't that strong or whatever, but it's decent 5 months after shoulder surgery. So come get some if you want some, I guess. But I'm pretty happy with it so far. And then you can see I'm trying to just stop the ball in the middle of the table, and I lose a little bit sometimes. The BK3, I like the matte finish that goes past the joint. I'm like really borderline on hitting my thumb on the shiny finish of the butt, so I know it's probably gonna just like friction burn me after a while. Or I'll just have to like change my stroke that I don't go past that, but you know, that seems kind of horrible considering the BK3, and I think the BK2 is actually a matte finish past the joint. So I'm not sure why they sold a more premium cue without using all the same type of feedback that they've gotten from pros and all the other players. So I didn't want to cut this down and, you know, make it look like I'm just like the most consistent breaker of all time. So I just like ran this for a little bit, and then in a few more seconds here, I turned the app back on for the Predator brake app. It checks your brake speed, and you'll see right off the bat that it gave me like 3 miles an hour, 9 miles an hour, something ridiculous like that. And then a little bit later it started working a little bit better. I think maybe it learned a little bit of the noise, or it can like, maybe the air conditioner just turned off or something. I don't know. But if the air conditioner turns on while it was silent, it just kind of sees that audio spike, and then it basically just counts that as cue ball contact or else the brake rack contact, and it'll throw everything off. And then so this is kind of what I'm talking about right here. So it's an awesome app. It gives you like consistent results, and then you can see that there's a little history app down there where you can kind of track your progress over time and then just work on your stuff. I know like most people, they do a break cue review and they smash balls, and like everybody wants to see the ball go in the pocket, because that's ultimately why we try to break. But like, I don't think that's what the break's about, right? So like sometimes you just break softer and try to control that wing ball or whatever, and sometimes you have to smash them a little bit harder. So learning how to break and how to read the rack and getting used to the table and stuff like that, you know, that's something that you're gonna have to learn as you approach each table, and then also like how to read a rack and stuff like that if you don't already know. All right, guys. So this is my final thoughts of the BK Rush. I'll try it for a couple more weeks, and I'll come in with like a more in-depth review. But I would say it's pretty much like the BK3. You're gonna get a shaft that, you know, you're spending an extra $250 for like a little minuscule amount of improvement. You know, for certain players, that's just worth it. If it's in your budget, then like, of course you're gonna buy the better one. If you're on the fence about it and you don't have a brake cue and you can only afford the BK3, like, you just get the BK3. It's not even close. If you're a player that flips stuff and you think about like resale value and everything like that, then you know, these shafts, they're not going to warp, they're not going to ding, and the thing's going to look perfect when you go to sell it. So like, you're probably going to get more out of it when you do go to sell it. Plus it's the newest product, so you know, yes, there's a $250 difference going into this model versus the BK3, but the resale value, knowing that your shaft's not going to ding and it's going to look brand new when you're done, like, you know, people are not going to hesitate buying one of these secondhand because they don't warp and you can't ding them, which is the problem with pool cue shafts, right? So I was super happy with it. I've been trying to break with a house cue, and I probably like miscued 15 times in Monday night's tournament. Like I got third place anyways, but like I still kind of played like junk, right? I'm trying to make this YouTube friendly. But like I'm super happy with it. Like it's your basic like Predator balance point. Like I'm sure it has the weight system in it or whatever. So it's just kind of like balanced pretty well. You're looking at about an inch before the logo, standard, right out of the box. And then it comes with, you know, the little case goodies and stuff like that. This grip, I'm not a big fan of this, just because it looks weird, you know, like it's fashion over function, I guess. But when I was playing with it, and if you're gonna like hit a brake rack or you're gonna practice your brake a lot, not having like the cue get like a little bit slippery if it's hot in your pool hall or you're like really working, this is pretty good, I guess. Downfall of this is putting it in and out of your case. If you have like an Itch George case or a style that slides up and down, this stuff's pretty tacky and it gets stuck. So you kind of have to like twist it and pull it up out of your case. If you have a, you know, $300 and something Itch George case or even more expensive, you don't want to be screwing up the felt on the inside of your case, right? So something to think about if you want to go wrapless or not wrapless. If you're not going to be smashing brakes over and over and over again and sweating and just like working on that brake, then like, and it benefits you to get in and out of the case a little bit easier, then make sure you go for the wrapless one. If you are going to be like, you know, you have sweaty hands or something like that, then I would go for the wrapped one. The downfall of this versus the BK3, this is my only complaint to Predator, right? This does not, it just automatically transitions into shiny finish, which kind of friction burns, right? Like on your hand. So I have a callus from like a long time ago. The BK3, I think with this shaft would probably be the ultimate combination. Maybe I'll trade somebody one day, but that would be like my one complaint to where Predator kind of failed in this situation. So like if they went a little bit further, even though there's not really much of a difference between, like you can't feel the joint collar at all. If they went a little bit further for those people that have like the really long breaks and stuff, then that would definitely help out. But let me know what you guys think. I'll do a more in-depth review later. I was just trying to cram as much as I could into this thing today, and then that way I can get it out as fast as possible, so that way you guys can watch it and make a decision on if you want to order it or not. And then who knows, maybe you have it like in time for this weekend's tournament. So I'm also going to be doing a review of the Revo shaft that I picked up this week. I've been hitting it with it for about a week, so you know, I kind of know my thoughts and opinions on that. So I'll be doing that sometime later this week, so look forward to that, and I'll see you guys soon.